Hi, I'm Anusha Hennedige and I'm a specialist facial surgeon. My focus is to help you restore and enhance a more natural and refreshed look. Did you know that we lose about 1 to 2% of our facial volume every year? So by the age of 20, you would have lost about 10 to 15% of your facial volume. By age 30, up to 20% of your facial volume. And by age 50, you would have lost about 40% of your facial volume. And that makes you look really tired and less refreshed. So what can we do about it? Well, we can replace the volume, and the two main ways to replace that facial volume are implants and fillers. So what are the pros and cons of each? So fillers are simple, minimally invasive, convenient, can be done in an outpatient setting, and a quick recovery time with less upfront costs. However, they do require a top-up, so they're only a temporary solution. And usually you need to top it up every 12 to 18 months. The other important thing about fillers is that where you inject the filler doesn't necessarily stay where you've put it, so they can migrate, and that makes the results a lot less predictable. Now on to implants. Now these are a surgical option, and they don't only restore your facial volume, they also give you more structure and definition to your face. They will need to be done under either general anesthetic or sedation with a bit of local anesthetic. However, they result in really predictable and permanent results. And if you fix them in place, they will not migrate. Moreover, you can also customize the implants so that they fit and are tailored to your facial form. How are these implants placed? Well, they do depend on where you're going to put the implants. So the common places are in your temple regions, in the cheeks for those high cheekbone definitions, the jaw, and the chin. These are done under general anesthetic or sedation with local anesthetic. They take about 60 to 90 minutes to do. And the scars, the incisions where the implants are placed, are all well hidden. So they're either in the hairline. For the cheek implants, they'll be through the eyelid or through the mouth. And for the jaw and chin implant, they can be done through the mouth, or for the chin implants, just a small incision underneath the chin. So these are all very well camouflaged scars. And to make sure that they don't migrate, they need to be fixed to the underlying bone. And I put two tiny screws, which are just a few millimeters in length, and they are fixed to the underlying bone so they don't move. So you get a very predictable, long-lasting, permanent result. If, however, you want to change the implant in any way or remove them, then it's a simple procedure to remove them under a very short anesthetic. So, which option is best for you? Well, that very much depends on your lifestyle, what your goals are, and whether you want a permanent or a temporary solution. So at my consultation, we'll discuss the process, the benefits, and the trade-offs, and we'll pick the option that best suits you. If you want any further information, you can find that out on my website at anushahennedige.com. Thanks for listening.